you guys are returning, welcome back. So welcome to Monday's live chill and chat. You guys, I decided to do it tonight. Let's talk about spiritual sexual energy. Okay, so if you guys can hear me, let me know. If you are having trouble hearing me, let me know. Alexa, turn down volume. I got some lo-fi music playing, so just so you guys can hear me. All right. So the topic of today's chill and chat, of tonight's chill and chat, is spiritual Yoni. Okay, that's spiritual wand. Some of you do not understand the importance of keeping your sexual and sensual energy to yourself, your sacral chakra energy to yourself. So if you have ever experienced any type of relationship, romantic relationships where you guys were intimate in that way, sensually or sexually with another person, you may get a lot of people obsessing over you. Okay, so obsession is one of the biggest indicators of someone being, soul tied to you. Okay, I do talk about soul ties sometimes, and I haven't talked about this topic for like at least a year. I haven't talked about it, at least I'll say a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Okay, but I did cover this topic before. I remember covering this topic on my channel. You would have to go back on my old videos or my older videos, but sexual energy is very, very potent. It's very important. Not only do you guys get satisfaction in that carnal, okay, human desire for pleasure, but you guys also will get this drive, okay, this ambition from that sacral energy, okay? So like I said, some of you know the importance of keeping your sacral chakra clear and clean, free from soul ties, okay? Some of you guys have been so tied down to people when it comes to sensual and sexual relationships. You guys have learned over the years that it will bring obsession towards you. You guys may even get stalkers, or you may experience someone stalking you or not knowing when to let go of you. Okay, you guys may have not talked in a long time. You guys may not have communicated or even been physical for a long time, but these people cannot let you go. Not only as far as their mind and their soul, but also their body. Their body craves you, okay? And I was picking up on this sensual and sexual energy during this time, during the full moon in Taurus, okay? I'm definitely picking that up. And Taurus is one of those sensual and sexual signs. Not really sexual, but sensual. They love to get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, the physical. Okay, the really nitty gritty physical side of things. The practical side of things. Okay. So if you guys have some sort of important Taurus placement or Taurine placement in your chart, specifically when it comes to the eighth house, I'm hearing Pluto, Taurus and Pluto, okay, in the eighth house. Something about that dark sexual and sensual energy, that dark psychology behind pleasure, okay, the way you love pleasure. Some of you guys might even have certain kinks that you will not try unless you are connected to the right person, or you guys may be that person who will bring out the inhibitions, okay, wild sides of other people, okay? They do not try certain kinks until they have met you, okay? So if some of you guys know that you carry this type of energy, this type of spiritual, sensual, strong, okay, very, very strong sensual or sexual energy about you, you know how to wield it properly, okay? It can be very, very dangerous, okay? So not everyone deserves to get access to that type of energy. No, everyone gets get access to that portal because it is a portal. Okay? I'm hearing obsession. And I'm also hearing seduction by what is his name? Usher. Okay, Usher. Yes. Sacred contract. Some of you have these deep holds, okay, strongholds over certain people that you have been connected to in the past, that you have been connected to in a sexual and sensual way because of this contract, this soul contract you guys have conjured up with this person, signed with this person before you incarnated on this earth, okay? So if you guys are trying to understand why people will not leave you alone, they will try to spin the block on you multiple times, or they have this need, okay, to be close to you. Sometimes this doesn't only go towards, just lovers. Sometimes you guys can ignite some sort of passion and desire. Allow the people around you to lower their inhibitions, whether it be strangers, okay? Sometimes your friends, your co-workers, your neighbors, people who are around you, people who see this certain fiery type of energy surging through you or coursing through your body, they feel a need to want to get close to you, so they may want to touch you. Okay, so it doesn't always have to do with, you know, sex. Okay, people who are gravitating towards you, who feel the need to, you guys give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna take my keys. I'm feeling my keys. They're definitely in my bra. It was irritating the crap out of me. Okay. Okay, these people feel the need to, once again, connect with you in such a way, okay, that it becomes a little toxic, okay? They slowly work towards infatuation and obsession, okay? I want to take this off. I want to take my glasses off so I can get comfortable, you guys, okay? I want to turn off this Alexa and maybe play some music from my computer. But I want us to chill and really get into the topic of the day, okay? I know most of you guys are like sleeping. It's very late at night. Some of you guys definitely have to work. So I do understand, you know, sometimes we just have to do what we have to do. Okay? But I definitely want to get myself together. I'm trying to figure out. Did Alexa stop playing my music? I'm going to take my glasses off because I feel like it's a glare. Like I said, I want to get really, really comfortable. Okay, I really want to get comfortable speaking with you guys and talking to you guys. But back to the obsession, okay? Not everyone you guys meet is sexually attracted to you, but they have this need to be close to you, to be sensual with you. So you might find yourself in certain relationships, like friendships and stuff like that. Like I said, platonic relationships with neighbors, with strangers you guys do not know, who have this need to just be close to you. They may not like you as a person. They may not like your personality. They may not like certain things about your character, but they just have to be around you. Some of you guys will develop some sort of soul tie with people based off of their emotional dumping, okay? So that's another way people can tie themselves to you in a soulful way, okay? Those soul ties, not only through sex, but also touching. I do feel like touching another person, being permitted into their space, into their personal space, even touching their body, touching their hair and stuff like that, you do in some way connect with them in a sensual way, if you guys understand what I'm saying. So you may have like certain coworkers and stuff like that, strangers who just want to walk up to you and just touch your hair randomly. Some of you guys have experienced that. Some of you guys may not have. Okay, like I said, I got this card from the Dream Oracle deck, Convent, Sacred Contract. Some of you guys do have contracts with a lot of people that you wouldn't really think to have contracts with. So if you are in some way gaining some attention, unwanted attention from a lot of people, like I said, whether it be like neighbors, friends, okay, strange friends. I'm seeing people really don't know on an intimate level, okay, like spiritually, emotionally, mentally, you guys are not connected to them intimately. But for some reason, they want to be intimate with you as far as physical. They want to touch you in some way. They want to hug you. They want to, I don't know, touch anything on your body, on your person, okay? They want to touch your belongings and stuff like that. They become obsessed. Almost like, you know, celebrities and fans and stuff like that. So at this time, be on the lookout for people who bring you this very obsessive, okay, dark, obsessive, sensual type of energy towards you. People who want to dump on you, people who want to get close to you, be intimate with you, be a part of your world in some way. Like I said, they want to connect with you emotionally so they can have a reason to touch you, to hug you, so you can hug them and stuff like that. So if you guys are finding yourself in those type of situations when it comes to connecting with other people, it's because you guys got contracts and soul ties with these people and you just don't know it. It may not be a long contract with these people, but it just maybe some of you guys run into people or connect with people in your life to kind of showcase what they could be or who they could be, certain attributes, certain qualities about yourself, it causes people to become obsessed with you. Infatuated, okay? I'm hearing infatuated. It's an infatuation. It was a movie on, what was it called? I forget what it was. I believe it was on Amazon Prime Video. I forget what it's called because I think I watched it like 2 weeks ago, okay? And it was this woman, she was obsessed with this man. And every single lifetime she would die chasing after him until she finally decided she wasn't going to chase after him. That is what you guys find yourself in when it comes to connecting with other people. You may find yourself in situations where people will try to convince you that you're their soulmate and you're really not, okay? Some people, you could be their soulmate, but you don't have to be open to inviting them into your personal space, into your world, okay? That is what I wanted to say. Hello, guys. My name is Shabaka Mimi. If you are new, welcome to the channel. If you guys are returning, welcome. Okay? So the topic of the night is spiritual and sexual energy. Okay, spiritual, sensual, and sexual energy, and how you are attracting things, how you are attracting people. Not only do you attract people, but you also attract things, opportunities, and stuff like that. So like I said, it's very important for you guys to understand how strong, okay, that sexual and sensual energy is that you guys hold within your body. Okay, yeah. And I was picking up the song from Janae Aiko. It's called Living Room Flow. If you guys want to listen to that, it will be posted down in the description box of the video. And I also got Marvin Gaye earlier. Okay, sexual healing. Your sexual energy, your sensual energy is very, very healing. Some of you may not have anything on your body that is sexual, that is hypersexual, that is, you know, attracting these people, but it's all about the energy signature. It's all about vibration. Okay. Some of you have really healing hands, okay? If you are in the field of maybe massage therapy and stuff like that, you do something with your hands. Maybe you are a healer through your hands, Reiki healing. You could also be a nurse, okay? Nurse, doctor, any type of healthcare, okay? That requires for you to use your hand to be sensual in some way. You may not look at you touching another person's body as being sensual, but other people, you may not know what their mind is when you guys touch them or when you guys come into contact with them, okay? Some people have never experienced any type of soft touch, any healing touch, except when they touch you. Some people, they can touch a million people, but when they touch you, it's something about you and your energy. When they touch you, it's healing, it's familiar. It brings out this deep desire, this deep yearning, if you understand what I'm saying, okay? Think back to the time when you were connecting with someone. Maybe on an emotional level, maybe on a platonic level. And for some reason, the closer they got to you, specifically when they wanted to talk to you or communicate with you, they felt the need to touch you. And it's like at that moment, they felt a sense of relief. Like they can finally they can relax. Okay, they can really let their head down or let their hair down. It's something very, very beautiful about the way you touch people. And it's not just the way you touch people. It's not just the way you love people. It's not just the way you open them up and make them feel comfortable. But it's also something about the way you speak, okay? You might have a really soothing or seductive voice, okay? I was hearing a lot of songs. Seduction, okay, by Usher. Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye. And Living Room Flow by Janae Aiko, okay? So those 3 songs, I want you to listen to those songs and figure out what it means to you. What kind of emotion does it bring up? What kind of feeling does it bring up? Okay? What person do you think about when you think of those songs? What person comes to mind? Because I'm pretty sure that person is also thinking about you. Okay? You may even have a few exes, a few ex-friends who have never expressed their feelings or their emotions towards you. If they come back at this time, they may feel like you guys' contract is not up. Sometimes when you come into contact with certain people, if you split, you go your separate ways, you break away, you break apart, you don't talk to these people in a long time, you still, like I said, have a strong hold on this person's or these people's hearts, on their soul. And some of you guys, I know you don't want to really be tied down to these people. You don't want to be connected with these people. So it's very important for you to break those soul ties, break those contracts, okay? If you feel like they're draining you by coming back, by spinning the block multiple times, you already know what they're there for. Some of them may come for sex, okay? Sexual healing, sensual healing. Some may come for sensual healing as far as the soul. The way you talk to these people, the way you talk to certain friends, the way you talk to certain co-workers, the way you talk to certain strangers, they may not be able to touch you sexually or even physically, but you touch a sensual part of their soul, if you understand what I'm saying. And it's very hard for them to let you go. So you may want to do some soul cutting, okay? Soul tie cutting, rituals, spiritual baths. Say their name on a piece of paper, write it out. I release them from my soul. I release you from my soul. The contract is over. The contract is fulfilled. You may need to do those rituals during a full moon. Full moons are all about releasing, okay? So if you have certain people who you know are still connected with you, who are tied to you, it doesn't have to be, like I said, a lover. It can definitely be friends. It could definitely be family members. It can definitely be like co-workers, classmates, people you guys are not supposed to be connected to in an intimate way or romantically. They may have underlying feelings of romance for you or even sexual attraction towards you, but it's not truly sexual attraction. It's not what they think it is. They're not attracted to you because of that. They could definitely be attracted to you because of a contract. They feel like it's not fulfilled. And they can only feel like they get this fulfillment from you. So it's very important, if you guys are done with certain relationships, to cut those relationships off. Sometimes, you know, you may drift away in life because life just becomes different for both of you. Specifically, if you guys go down a different path. You don't want to be associated with these people anymore. So it's better for you guys to maybe end things, okay? Get closure on your own. You don't have to open the door back up. You don't have to let them back in or explain things to them. But if you feel like you are connected with certain people and they can't seem to disconnect with you, yeah, let these people go on a piece of paper during the next full moon. That is a great ritual to practice at this time, to not only give yourself healing, but to also bring these people healing, okay? Release the contract. Release the people. Release the soul tie to these people. Okay? Now, I keep hearing some of you guys say, I'm not the only person that can heal you. You got to heal yourself, okay? Yes, heal yourself. So, once again, like I said, at this time, if you are yourself, you may be the person who is attached to someone. You may be attached to a certain person or a certain group of people. You may find yourself, I would say, yearning or reminiscing on certain connections and stuff like that. If you find yourself reminiscing on these connections, okay? This person still has a soul tie with you, or you still have a soul with this person, you need your healing, okay? I understand that when people look for relationships and stuff like that, they look for love. They always say, well, at some point I do love myself, but I can't, you know, love myself that much. Okay. I have needs. I have carnal desires. And I understand completely. I definitely understand completely. Carnal desires, deep desires. Okay. That need to be fulfilled. And it should be fulfilled as a collaborator with the other person, you know, versus with random people, you know, casual encounters and one night stands and stuff like that. Things that don't mean your soul any good. It definitely means it harm. So I would rather for you guys to get that healing. Yeah. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself time to heal. To let go of certain contracts, certain people. okay? Who mean your soul no good. People who would drain you or your vitality, who would devastate you, okay? Some of you have gotten into certain relationships with people, and when you do, you can lose who you are. Your sacred energy doesn't only, like I said, bring you great sex and stuff like that. It may not only bring you great sex, but it also brings you great opportunities, okay? It kind of gets you to delve more into your deep desires and your passions, not only when it comes to sexual pleasure and physical pleasure, but also about life, okay? About life. So, yeah. Yeah. Don't allow people to infiltrate that sacred energy within you, okay? Don't let them try to chip you out of your spiritual yoni or that spiritual wand, okay? You can manifest a lot of things about your life or with your life, for yourself, for everyone around you, for the people you guys love. Once you heal yourself, once you understand that you cannot take this sensual and sexual energy lightly, okay? And I used to really watch my words when it comes to these lives and stuff like that, because they really will block my channel if I say certain things. But, you know, I don't know why they always pick with my little small channel. I don't really think it makes a difference. But like I said, have patience with yourself. Have patience with your healing process, with your healing journey. And do not compare. Do not compare your energy, yourself, your lessons, your life, your journey with another person. Okay? I'm also hearing be mindful of people tempting you if you decide to stay celibate or abstinent during your journey, your healing journey, specifically when it comes to your sensual energy. Okay? Be careful of people who would like to sidetrack you. Okay? Get you to give up your celibacy, your abstinence, or your vow to yourself. Okay? These people come with Jezebel spirits, incubus, succubus spirits. You may also get random dreams, okay? Galactic mushroom. I was getting to this. You may get weird dreams. Okay, I'm even hearing wet dreams, okay, about certain people. Certain people that are pulling on your energy when it comes to your sacred energy. Okay, definitely playing in your energy, playing in your dreams. They may send like sensual energy towards you. Some of these people, like I said, it may be friends, people who are like coworkers, people who are classmates, people who are not intimate with you or shouldn't be intimate with you. You may find that you have an influx of people coming towards you right now, or you may have an influx of dreams, okay, vivid dreams. Whenever I get this galactic mushroom, okay, yeah, the divine matrix. It for some reason makes me think of mushrooms or psychedelics, okay? So you may have a drink or something like that. You may go out with a person, and I'm also hearing be careful when it comes to leaving your drinks around certain people because they will try to spike it. Okay, I'm hearing spike drinks. So be careful if you guys are going out, specifically my feminines. If you're going out alone or with a group of friends, stay with those friends. But I'm hearing that make sure these people are actually your friends, because someone may slip you a drug or something like that. They may slip a shroom. They may give you shroom brownies or something like that. I don't know why. They may give you an edible if you guys are not familiar with those things. You do watch what you put in your body. You may feel like you are having a bad trip, but it's just if you have a certain dream, okay, an erotic dream about a certain person or certain people, it definitely could be people pulling your energy, or it could be you having a really crazy trip, okay? Even if you are having a crazy trip, yeah, this person is still pulling your energy, okay? I'm hearing you may even find yourself reminiscing. I was saying that earlier, okay? You may feel like you have ended the contract with this person, ended the cycle. And I'm hearing just because you end a cycle with a person doesn't mean you end a contract. So if you do have people coming back to you at this time, it's because you have ended certain cycles with them, okay? The cycle has ended, not the contract. And the only way you know that the contract is not broken with this person, if you decide to have certain dreams or thoughts about this person, or they just pop up into your head, it's something about this person pulling on that sacred energy, okay? I'm also hearing if you have a certain person in the past who is coming back to you, you would know who this person is based on what you remember about them. You have good things you remember about them, you have bad things you remember about them, but you always remember the bad things. If this person was always commenting on your looks, okay, or just your body, it was very negative. Every time this person comes to mind, it's like, if this is a lover, you may have been attracted to them initially, okay, but when it comes to their personality, thinking about how they treated you, how they made you feel, they always felt draining. Something always felt wrong about the interaction with them, okay? So if you're finding yourself in this type of energy, or finding yourself thinking about a person and every time you think about them, it goes to something negative, it's definitely not you guys having a bad trip, or you guys tripping over nothing, or you guys just making it up in your head. Yeah, this person was draining you. However you remember that person, your reality about that person is definitely true. Okay, so do not gaslight yourself. I'm also hearing this person needs to gaslight you as well. I'm hearing every single time you think about this person, every negative thing they have said to you or about you, you would kind of feel down about yourself. So whenever you feel your energy being drained, your beauty, your vitality being drained, it comes from your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra. If you feel yourself having a lot of down days, maybe days when you guys are like not really thinking the best about yourself, okay, really feeling down and out, just know that it's this person or these people in the past who feel like they have not finished a cycle with you, and they're definitely coming back to finish that cycle or to finish the contract with you. So they may come in for another cycle. It's up to you if you want to take them back or you want to engage or indulge in it. But I'm definitely hearing that whatever you are picking up about these people, specifically in the spiritual realm, okay, when you feel like you're tripping, okay, or you're just having a bad dream or a nightmare or something like that, it's these people pulling on your energy. A lot of them have different reasons for doing this. Some of them are definitely coming back to finish you off. So I'm also hearing that if you were sexually active with certain people, specifically like a partner in the past or something like that, okay, I'm hearing this person is not to be trusted. So make sure you guys are protecting your sexual health. I'm also hearing that if you have a friend who is coming back, they may have I would say unsaid feelings and emotions they want to express to you. Okay, they feel like the cycle may have ended, but the contract is not over. It's something about people not knowing to let you go. So just because you have sensual, okay, or spiritually potent, okay, sexual energy does not mean, like I said, you have to engage or indulge in that way. But the people who are coming towards you, who are pulling on your energy in that way, everyone has different reasons. Once again, some people are coming because they need some sort of healing, not sexual healing, but just healing. Being around you is like you activate something in them. You make them, I don't know, it's like you make them remember something about their sensual energy. You kind of invoke them or encourage them to jump more into their sensual energy. Okay? Others is definitely physical. Okay? No one can touch them like you touch them, okay? No one can speak to them. It's something about also your words. People may speak. You may have spoken certain words, okay, sensual words to someone during the act when you are intimate with them in that way. They remember how you made them feel, what you said to them. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing that. Yeah. But going back to this right here, galactic mushroom. You're not tripping, okay? That person you haven't thought of in like what? Probably 6, okay? I'm seeing 24. For some of you, maybe 24 years. I'm hearing 2 to 4 months, 2 to 4 years, maybe 6 years, 7 years, okay? I'm hearing if you have met someone 7 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, 4 to 7 weeks ago, and you are still pulling on this person is still pulling on you, this person has an attraction to you. It may seem like this person is interested in you physically, you know, sexually and stuff like that, but it's way deeper. It's a soul tie, a soul connection. I'm even hearing you guys may be waiting or expecting someone on your mind to come back. I'm hearing a secret crush, okay? This person may have been healing, and you guys have been very, very patient, waiting for this person to heal. If you're interested in a person and this person is interested in you, You may have went your separate ways. Something about a certain relationship coming back from the past that you may be waiting on or expecting. And I'm definitely hearing that this person, okay, this relationship is coming back because your contract is not finished. The cycle is finished, but your contract is not finished. And I'm hearing that you may have to heal certain things about yourself, particularly when it comes to you giving away your sensual energy. Some of you guys didn't have discipline. You lack discipline. If you are a very, I would say, vivacious person, you're a very sensually, sexually attuned person. You may have to learn a lot of lessons, okay? When it comes to connecting in relationships. Sometimes we have this really, really strong energy about us, sensual energy about us. And we really don't know our power, okay? So if you did attract a certain person and you guys kind of left or went separate ways because of life circumstances, I'm definitely hearing that at the time, it wasn't a great idea for you guys to connect, okay? Because a relationship between you two, if you would have started it off just on the sexual, physical part, it wouldn't have lasted, okay? It was something that both of you had to learn on your own. That's why you had to go your separate way. It's something about the cycle ending, but not the contract, okay? If you do not have sensual, okay, discipline, you don't have discipline over your body. You don't have discipline over anything else, not your mind, not your emotions, okay? If you can get yourself in a certain position to hone into that energy for that power to manifest everything you want in life, okay? You have the power and ability to manifest anything or to do anything in life. Do the impossible. It's very important not to give it away to just anyone. Specifically people who will not honor it, okay? It's a really sacred and honorable thing. Not everyone deserves to be in your energy. Not everyone deserves to get a sneak peek, okay? So be very, very careful of who you guys are engaging in and indulging in when it comes to the physical, okay? Yeah, keep it to yourself. And if you run into a person from the past that you have not got physical with yet, you wanted to get physical, it was an attraction, both of you have a mutual understanding on a soul level of the attraction, but you realize that it's much deeper. That is why the life circumstances pulled you guys away. I'm hearing this person say, I'm going to try to fur up this person. Yes. Yes. Patience. Patience is the key. Okay? I'm hearing that when you and this person get together, this is not for all of you, but if you and this person gets together, I'm hearing that this person, when you guys connect physically, it's going to be the best you guys have ever experienced, okay? And this person feels the same way. You won't have to do it being intoxicated or inebriated. You'll definitely do it sober. I'm hearing you could have had this wound, okay, with your sexual and sensual energy, where you felt the need to just give it away to every person that you were attracted to. Or you had this thing where you used to use it to exploit people, to drain them, or you allow people to drain you. Over the years, you may have had this thing where you could only be open in that way or vulnerable in that way without, or you had to have some sort of substance, or you had to be intoxicated in some way. And as you gotten older, you understood that that is a sacred thing, a sacred act, a sacred moment to share with another person. And being inebriated, being intoxicated every single time was wasting that energy, okay? Once you guys have learned to hone that energy in the correct way, in the proper way, that's when things started to fall into place for you. That's when the real healing began. So some of you are entering this energy or this time in your life where You don't just do it for pleasure, okay? You do it because your soul craves it, because your soul needs it, if you understand what I'm saying, okay? Yes. Very, very sacred. Very sacred. It was a card in here that came out that made me title this chill and chat what I titled it. It's a sexual energy card, or the sexual arts. It popped up twice when I was playing with my deck earlier. Okay, right here. Okay. And I was channeling this card most of the day before I decided to read. Yes. I'm going to cover his little butt. Okay. Yeah. Sacred, sacred, sacred thing. Sacred thing. I don't know why I said ting. Okay. Someone's from Jamaica. Someone's from the islands. I'm hearing love from the islands. Okay. For those of you who are traveling, those of you who are thinking about a great place to honeymoon, okay, I'm here in Jamaica. Okay, Trinidad. Maybe you'll meet someone from the islands, okay? I'm hearing that. Ooh. Reconnecting with a partner, reconnecting with someone that you have always had an attraction to. Maybe reconnecting with certain friends. And I'm also hearing that if you decide to take a girls trip or something like that, right? Or even a guy's trip, be careful who you guys are engaging with or indulging with, because I'm also hearing that they may try to ask you or convince you to get into some wild things. I'm hearing swinging or something like that, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that. Some of you may feel like you have, yeah, that's not a great idea. That is the greatest way to stop your healing, okay? It's by giving your sensual energy away through like orgies and stuff like that. I don't know why I was hearing that. I had to say it. I had to say it. It was there. I was not going to pretend like I didn't know, or I didn't hear it, or I didn't see it. But yeah, I'm hearing be careful of people trying to convince you or peer pressure you into doing this, okay? Attending a swingers party or something like that. They do it a lot in DC. They do it in PA. They do. In Atlanta. Okay. So if you guys are deciding to take like a little trip to like the islands or something like that, don't be peer pressured into having like threesomes and foursomes and stuff like that. Okay? The greatest way to create more soul ties, okay? With incubus and succubus spirits. Quick way to get yourself drained of your vitality, of your essence, of your passions, of your drive, of your beauty. Okay? I feel like most of you watching have definitely learned your lessons around these things. Yeah. Be careful who you give your energy to. Okay? Alexa, turn off all lights. I'm going to chill. Okay? I'm definitely going to chill. I'm waiting for some of you guys to join. Okay? I decided to do it tonight. I don't know why. It just felt right. Okay, it just felt right. Okay, so my name is Shamira, aka Mimi. If you guys are new, welcome to the channel. If you guys are returning, welcome back. Okay. The topic of tonight, it is Monday night. I know a lot of people are up Monday night because of the fact that, you know, it's the beginning of the week. You guys definitely have work, things to do, school, night, but I had a really crazy and weird day today. Okay, it was a really reflective day, and I decided to do something different. I felt the need to. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can put some music on that instead of the lo-fi. But I feel like if I put like music on, I'm gonna get blocked. Okay, I'm gonna get fucking blocked or flagged or something like that. I'm gonna put these cards up. I think I'm done. I'm not as tired as I usually am, but it's really peaceful. Monday nights, the beginning of the week. I don't know what it is, but I love it at nighttime when I'm up and everyone else is asleep. It kind of gives me time to, do what I have to do. And it gives me time to think, okay, to like self-reflect. Yeah, to deep dive. I got deep dive. Okay, diving into a task. I get things done. I get shit done at night. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but if you are a night owl, nighttime is the best time to maybe take a bath. Like really take your spiritual bath, really to relax your mind, your body. Like I said, self-reflect on everything that has happened in the past or in the week or the day. But to really get back to yourself. Maybe reassess your emotions for the day. This is the best time to do it. Okay, so if you're looking for a great time to take those spiritual baths and connect with yourself, to connect with your emotions, so maybe deal with your emotions of the day, because some of you guys have a bad habit of repressing your emotions. Okay, so yeah, deep dive. Maybe go for a swim if you have a swimming pool, a jacuzzi. Jump into that. Like I said, take a spiritual bath or something like that. If not a body of water, maybe go for a swim like at a beach or walk along the beach. It's something about I'm listening to mermaids, okay, mermaids, sirens and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm going back to this the sensual and sexual energy, the sirens, okay? Yeah. Deep dive. It's something that a lot of um, and I think Jamaica, okay, around certain islands, Trinidad and stuff like that. They told you don't go swimming at night. Nighttime is the worst time to go swimming because you might get snatched. Okay. I heard of certain stories, okay, that may or may not be true. So if you guys are like from the place, you know that it's not really safe to go deep diving. All right, don't go deep diving on certain islands, okay, during the nighttime. The local people will warn you. Another card fell out too. Horn cactus, resourcefulness. Yeah. Nighttime is the best time to maybe get your brain together. Do a lot of brainstorming. Okay? If you are struggling right now at this time when it comes to your emotions, you may spend nighttime to, like I said, take a bath to self-reflect on your emotions and what to do about them. Some of you guys have this thing about repressing your feelings, repressing your emotions. You like to take it out physically, okay? You may have had a inner childhood wound around being seen or learning how to manage or cope with your emotions, uncomfortable emotions. With this cactus, I do think about prickly things, things that will hurt you. Okay, uncomfortability. It doesn't seem comfortable. Okay, cactuses are known to be resourceful. They learn how to soak up water, okay, from whenever water source is around to keep themselves alive. Some of you guys have been maybe pushing your emotions down, not dealing with them properly. And you guys have maybe exerted all of that energy towards your sacral chakra, and you may have had this toxic trait about you, okay? Taking that sensual energy of yours and transmuting your negative emotions you don't want to deal with into, I would say, jumping into like one night stands and stuff like that, like sexual and sensual pleasure. If you learned that it did nothing but drain you some more, Or maybe make the hole, make your emotions, make you dive deeper, make you dig yourself deeper into emotional hole. Because you guys were definitely connecting with the wrong people, the wrong energies, creating these unnecessary soul ties. So if you find yourself stepping out of a certain mold or a certain place in your life, it's because you guys have healed that part of yourself. You realize how powerful your energy is, okay? By diving this deep. Some of you are definitely finding your worth. I'm hearing that. Okay? Finding different ways to cope with your emotions rather than, taking it out physically with another person. Okay? Or using, like I said, your sensual energy to fix your problems or to coddle you or to heal your emotions. Okay? Let's put in these cards back. Yeah. I'm also hearing another way you could have opened a wound, okay, created unnecessary soul ties, was if some of you have been, or one of you, not everyone in this collective, has been through an experience of, SA. They already blocked my channel and everything, so I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. I'm hearing assault, okay, when it comes to sensuality, when it comes to your body, your sacral chakra. You may have been violated as a young child, okay? And those of you who have been through that experience before, I do feel for you. I definitely feel for you. And that is not something that is or should be taken lightly. It does do damage, not only, physically, but it does damage emotionally and psychologically, okay, spiritually. It's like a little incubus, succubus spirit that follows the person around, okay? And some of you guys may have started, with sensual activities at a really young age because of it. So you may have used your body as a weapon, like I said, to get what you want or to cope with your emotions. So some of you guys are dealing with that. That could be the reason why you guys have created so many soul ties with different people. And like I said, a great practice to get rid of those contracts, to get rid of those soul ties, is to release them. Okay, if not physically, not to tell them go away or I'm not interested in you anymore. Sometimes it's unnecessary to do that. So just wait till a full moon comes around energetically in your heart with your attentions, with all of your attentions, to get rid of that person, because it may be time for you to let certain people go. Yeah. And the card that fell out was tribe, okay? Family and tribe. Some of you guys could have experienced this experience or this bad experience through family, maybe family betraying you, okay? Someone in your family. I'm definitely hearing that for someone. This message definitely took a turn. Sometimes the messages are like this, sometimes they're not, okay? Sometimes they're a little, you know, deep, a little heavy, okay? Family and tribe. If you have been through this sort of experience, you may need to work through that trauma, heal through that trauma by talking to other people, by finding other people who have experienced the same thing you have experienced. I'm hearing finding your tribe. You may need to connect with a support group. So if you are still going through this right now or still experiencing this right now, it could be, like I said, a great time for you to lean on people who have been through the same thing for support. It does change a person, like I said, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Okay? For some of you guys, your family doesn't know about this. So you may need to open up and tell them about this, okay? Share with them. I'm going to put that away. So it's Shamira, aka Yoni. If you guys are new, welcome to the channel. If you guys are returning, welcome back. So you guys, let me know if you can hear me, because I don't think I'm loud enough. I'm going to try to play some music from my computer. I want like music, like real music. gospel music. For sure. See, this is why I cannot be doing stuff like this. Because I can never focus. I'll be doing like 3 things at once. I get sidetracked a lot. I'm over here checking emails. I'm over here checking emails. Excuse me. Excuse me. You guys are so dry tonight. I understand it's Monday. Like I said, it's very, very late. Most people who have, like, you gotta work, it's the beginning of the week. But this is definitely the best time to, I would say, do these, okay? I want to have, like, a set schedule where I really want to do it on Fridays, but you guys, I'm so exhausted. My schedule has definitely changed. My life is not the same how it used to be. It's definitely not the same, you know, of how I want it to be. Specifically because, like I said, my whole personal life has changed. And then I have my son. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's getting so big, so mature. It's a whole nother level of life with him. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I guess it's me. I guess I'm sentimental like that. Sky Bridge. This keep coming out. Contract. Yeah. Contract. Possibility for union. Yeah. Some of you definitely have a defined contract with a person. It doesn't have to be a romantic person, but I'm also hearing your children. My contract with my son. I feel like right now at this point, at this time, is way more important than other things, okay? What also came out was teachability, hollow bone. Yeah. If you are feeling the urge to maybe leave a certain job, leave a certain career field, leave a certain hobby, okay? It may be time for you to start teaching other people what you have learned, what you know. Or you will pass down knowledge and wisdom to other people. You have much to teach other people. People have much to learn from you. I'm also hearing that what you teach, what you preach, what you say, what you speak, the words that you speak, will bring a lot of people together with this sky bridge. Okay? Possibility for union. You are the bridge. Your wisdom, your knowledge is the bridge to bring a lot of people together. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. It's time for you to elevate, okay? You're being called to be somewhere else, to teach somewhere else, to impart your grace, okay? Or to grace other people with wisdom, with knowledge. I'm also hearing that if you are getting with another person, if this has anything to do with a relationship, I'm hearing talk things over before signing a contract or before getting married. You might have a marriage coming up or proposal. It doesn't have to be like a ring or romantic wise, but it could be a proposal when it comes to signing a contract with a business partner too. I'm also hearing that if you guys are like signing a certain contract with a company or a business, make sure you're reading the fine print, okay? Or having someone look over it for you. If you don't know certain lingo when it comes to signing contracts, don't be afraid to ask other people or to research yourself. With this teachability card, I think I'll put it away. With the teachability card, Sky Bridge. Learn to ask questions. You will not know unless you ask questions. Okay? What is this? The wall, obstacles. Yeah, if you feel like something is too difficult in a contract to understand or to comprehend or to read, once again, don't be afraid to learn. Ask questions. Learn through asking questions. Or don't be afraid to ask someone who you know for a fact is way more knowledgeable of certain things in certain areas than you are. Don't allow your pride and your ego to get the best of you. And I'm also hearing when it comes to teaching what you like when it comes to the bedroom, if you have a partner who is not touching you right, not touching you properly, not loving you properly, it is very important for you guys to open up your mouth and to speak these things to this person. Don't be afraid to tell them exactly what you desire, what you need, what you want to make you satisfied or to keep you satisfied. Don't feel like you're going to hurt this person's ego if you tell them something that they feel like you shouldn't be telling them. Okay, no one should have access or should have access to doing things to you, physically or even mentally. Just being in your space, in your vicinity, getting that close in your personal space without your say so or without your permission. Don't allow people to do whatever they want to do to you because you guys are afraid to hurt their egos, to hurt their feelings. Okay? And if you are a person who is being taught how to do certain things, don't allow your ego to get the best of you where you feel like you're not teachable or you feel like you know everything or you master everything, because there's always a space or a time to learn something new about what you feel like you already mastered. Okay? Nothing is really mastered for real. Okay? Even if you guys feel like you did or you do master certain things, it's always more to learn. Things are changing every day. Okay, the world is changing every day. Information changes. So be prepared to learn something new. Specifically, if you feel like it comes from a person who you deem as not being worthy or not having the wisdom or experience that you feel like you have. Okay, looks can be deceiving, so do not judge a book by its cover. I'm definitely hearing that. Every person is not the same just because you have learned certain things when it comes to a subject, okay? Even when it comes to, the sexual arts and stuff like that. Pleasing someone when it comes to the bedroom. Just because one person reacted a certain way to certain stimuli does not mean the next person is going to do the same thing. So it's all about, like I said, learning, okay? Being willing to learn, pushing your ego and your pride to the side to learn. You also got fallen angel. Be careful if you guys having dreams about these incubus, succubus spirits because they will attack you in your dreams. I was also getting this, it was a few years ago too, entity following a whole family around, okay? I don't know why I'm getting a demonic presence, okay, following someone around or following a certain family around. And it comes through the family through devious sexual acts, okay? So you may have a family member, that one uncle, that one auntie, that one brother or sister, or even cousin. I'm even hearing a father or grandfather, a great uncle who has a really devious incubus, succubus spirit that follows them. They're like a predator, okay? So they will prey on certain children in the family. They have their picks, okay? This person is definitely carrying the signature of a fallen angel, all right? They pretend to be holy or religious or gracious, and they have a whole different side to them. If you have a person like this in your family, or if you have experienced this in your family before, be mindful of who you are allowing your children. If you have children, okay, the cycle will continue as long as you guys pretend like it doesn't exist. So I'm hearing you need to nip this thing in the butt, okay? Some of you guys are dealing with demonic sprays that come through the dreams, not only through devious acts like that. I'm hearing assault, okay? Being SA'd or, yeah, introducing children, taking away their innocence from certain things, introducing them to certain things that are not appropriate for their age. I'm also hearing that. Be careful who you're allowing your children to hang around. Some of you guys have children who have friends who know more, who have been introduced to these certain things because their bloodline, their families and stuff like that carry this signature spirit or this signature energy or vibration, and they kind of leak into your family, leak into you, into your children. So if your children come back home learning different things, they're definitely learning from children that they know, maybe at a park or at the school, okay, even daycare or something like that. Some of you guys may have children who are way too young to know about certain things, but I'm hearing that it is the incubus and succubus spirit that follows certain bloodlines and stuff like that. So if you guys have experienced any of these things, maybe your children, you are trying to prevent your children, you're trying to break a certain curse, break these soul ties with these demons and these incubus succubus spirits. Pray over your children. Watch who your children are connecting with, because these angels, these fallen angels, will sometimes disguise themselves in something that is harmless or someone who is harmless. I'm hearing a person in your family seems harmless, even a neighbor, okay? Or I'm seeing a lover, okay? Some of you guys be careful of who you are dating, because the person who you are dating may be connecting with you to get close to your child or your children, okay? Like I said, these incubus, succubus spirits follow your bloodline around or continue to infiltrate your bloodline through devious acts and stuff like that. I'm hearing the thievery, okay? The violation of innocence. I'm definitely hearing that, and it could come through dreams. So if your children are telling you that they are having certain dreams, inappropriate dreams and stuff like that, yeah, please listen to them. Take it seriously. Wailing tree, reconciliations. I was hearing this. Some of you guys may definitely be reconciling with different people of the past. Some of these people are not to be trusted again. They're trying to come back and I would say finish a job. Just because the cycle was over with these people does not mean that the contract was broken. So if you guys have certain contracts with certain people like this who carry this incubus, succubus, Jezebel, okay, fallen angel spirit, I'm hearing that you may want to disconnect with these people. Not every reconciliation requires for you guys to open them, or welcome them with open arms. Some of you guys may definitely need to, like I said, do that cord cutting. Rituals. On the full moon, release these people. Once again, you don't have to do it physically. You don't have to tell these people go away. But just put your intentions into releasing them energetically out into the universe. Okay? Some reconciliations deserve to stay in the past, because if you let these people back in, they still have this Jezebel, incubus, succubus spirit on them. They will drag you down, and they will infiltrate your bloodline. Only if you allow it, though. I'm hearing that, okay? Wailing tree. Whenever I get this wailing tree, I do think of like someone like a crying wolf, like, oh, poor me. I said I was sorry, okay? If any relationship comes back to you and this person is claiming to be this and that, do not listen to the words that are coming out of their mouth, the words that they are wailing out, trying to convince you that they have changed. Because they may not have changed. They're just saying this to get back in good with you, to get back into that door. If you leave that door open, once again, I have to say it again because someone is not listening. Just because a cycle is over does not mean the contract has ended. So that person you feel like you have blocked, you have cut off, you're never going to see again, even if it's been like I'm hearing 6 to 7 months, 6 to 7 years, it may not be over. So expect these people to come back trying to reconcile with you. Okay? Yeah, I'm hearing wailing. Woe is me. I'm going through so much. You don't care about me? That's the oldest trick in the book, okay? I want to catch up. I want to go down. Oh, remember the time? Remember the time, ass? Yeah, no. A wailing tree. When you reduce this down, it is, this 5 plus 9 is 14. Reduce that down. 1 plus 4 is 5. Some relationships, you must understand, if you let those things go, they will bring you challenges. Maybe they were challenging your perceptions, challenging your boundaries. Any reconciliation that challenges your peace or your boundaries in some way is not the reconciliation you should be leaning into. You should be backing away from it. Okay, if you guys understand what I'm saying, back away from it. If I let you go, right? Say if I let you go, right? And you come back and you're still bringing me problems after, wailing to me and saying, hey, I've changed. Then the reconciliation should not be granted. If you understand what I'm saying, if you guys understand what I'm saying, it should not be granted. Any single or any relationship that brings you any type of issues, release it and let it go. There's nothing left. Okay? It's Shamira, aka Mimi. How you guys? I hope you are having a great night. I'm gonna go to bed in a little bit. Leading direction, lost in space. Yeah, some people who come back to you, who gravitate towards you after being separated for a long time, people who you guys have never or haven't talked to in a really, really long time. Once you leave their life, once you pull your energy back, some of these people, they find themselves lost. They have a void, okay? Like a certain space that they feel like they need to fill because you are gone, because you're missing. And they'll try anything in the book to make themselves feel normal again. It's something about when you leave, you take your normalcy, you take people's normalcy away from them. They don't feel normal. They don't feel right. They feel like there's something missing within them. So it's a lot of reasons why people are gravitating towards you or they come back to you randomly. Even if you haven't talked to them in years. For some of you, I'm even hearing 26 years. 26 years. They're waiting for you to come back. Waiting for you to make them feel this feeling. Some people are just lost. Lost in space. Lost in their mind. Lost in their soul. Looking for someone to rescue them. Looking for you to make them feel good. Just because a person wants to come back doesn't mean that they should. Because while they're taking from you, searching from you, yearning for you, they're draining you. They're giving nothing in return. Nothing to offer. Nothing. And they'll take until there's nothing left to take. Until you're drained completely. You know one to blame but yourself. No one to blame but yourself. Okay? Just because a person is lost does not mean you need to guide them. Be mindful. Be mindful. Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. Other people may come back because they need direction, or because they need healing, or because they need your love. Others come back because they look at you as being the jackpot baby. They're like, wasn't nothing going right in my life after this person left? Nothing was going right in my life before I met this person. So let me spin the block and go back to this person. Okay? Some people are aware of what you can offer, and they will not hesitate to take it. Once again, about these reconciliations, understand their motive, their intentions on coming back. Anything that causes you problems, that causes you to lose. You find yourself like this without certain people. They come back, and next thing you know, you like this. Okay? Bottom of the wheel. Just losing things. Okay? I'm hearing losing cars, losing money, losing houses, losing your mind. Okay? Losing energy. These people, this certain person that's coming back is in some way contributing to that. They're the reason why you're going through that. They're taken from you. But if it's adding to your life, the connection you may have lost, lean more towards it. Kind of explore what that is about. Okay? If you understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that every single relationship or connection is supposed to be perfect, or they're supposed to bring you great things, you know? But once again, anything that's bringing you problems, baby, ain't it. Okay? It ain't it. And that is 23. Reduce that down to 5. Okay? Some of you guys may have just gotten out of a difficult time when it comes to manifesting or building up your finances. And it will all be taken away by allowing certain people to come back. Okay? Don't allow them to finish a job. Because if you do, they will definitely come back. Okay? I think I need to just end this live because it's past my hour mark, okay? I try to be disciplined in my live chilling chats because I do have to take my butt to bed. I do have responsibilities, okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with this message tonight. Like I said, most of you guys will not tune in and tap in. I cannot get my fucking words out tonight, okay? I am tired. I cannot tune in and tap in, or you guys cannot tune in and tap in until later on. Maybe like, I'm seeing Wednesday. Okay, but this is something different. This is out of the ordinary, out of my normal. So, yeah. Welcome to the live chilling chat. Thank you so much for being with me and for watching with me. Okay, you guys protect your energy in all different ways, on all different levels, spiritually, okay, mentally, emotionally, physically, sensually, sexually. Protect your energy, okay? It's definitely sacred and it matters. It's a very sacred thing. Not everyone deserves to be in that energy. So please, please, please protect it with all your heart, with all your soul. Okay? Thank you guys so much for being with me and for watching on this beautiful, beautiful... It's not even Monday anymore. It's definitely Talk Your Shit Tuesday. Okay? Talk Your Shit Tuesday. But, yeah. I'm going to finish listening to my lo-fi. Go look at a nice little movie. Doze off and drink my tea. Okay? And hopefully you guys will see me in the middle of the week. I don't know why I'm getting Wednesday. Wednesday, or maybe I'm going to try to make Friday. But I'm so exhausted on Fridays, you guys. So, yeah. I guess I'll check you next time. Okay? So...